Clone. So cloning method to source SRVR88. The database name is bsprod. Target SRVR95. Yeah, the database name will be bslist. Okay. For this, what are the steps we have to do? I am just mentioning. First thing is create or setup. Okay, setup environmental variables. In target. Okay, we already aware what is the meaning of target. Setup p file in target. Third one, check the listener and the source and DNS as well. Same way, the listener should be available for BS test and DNS also. Fourth step, create a password file in source as well as target. Fifth one, setup p file, the target, set parameters, okay, additional parameters, db underscore file underscore name underscore convert. Targets to 201 BS test or a data BS test. Okay, this step we missed yesterday. In the yesterday clone also we need to do these changes. Okay. Fifth one. Start the target database in normal state. Sixth one. TNS entry of BS prod to be copied to BS test and BS test TNS entry will be copied to BS prod. This we have to do. Seventh, connect to the RMAN auxiliary RMAN target as well as auxiliary and run the RMAN clone command. Okay, let's see this. As per yesterday, we need to create some directory path here. Here you need to make the changes. BS test, remaining things are same. This is the first step done. CD dollar Oracle home /TBS You can create the free file here. SCP unit 192.168.1.95 colon. Take this path in SRVR 95. Give S. Here give ls. Move unit BS pro to BS test. VI init. Here remove these unnecessary parameters. I am using TD. Okay. Here you need to make the changes. BS test. Okay. Escape. And I already told you we need to add few parameters. DB underscore file underscore name underscore convert is equals to /u01 bs prod. Okay, we have to give the source directory path. Then after that, we have to give the target directory. U01 bs test for our data bs test. Log underscore file underscore name underscore convert /u01. The same we need to copy the same locations. We have all the files in the real time. These files may be in the different location. In that case, like we have to give the different. The meaning of this is whatever the data files are there in the source, this location, the target in these locations only should be created. Okay. So what are the read log files are there in this location? Read log files will be created in this location. Source and target destination locations we are mentioning. Now it is done. The next thing is listener. Okay, listener is available or not, we need to check. I hope listener is not available here. Let's create. In the real time, listener will be available, okay? Because it's a production system. Everything we don't configure, okay? If anything is not there, then only we configure it. The same way, let's create the TNS entry. Go to file, save. Now lsnrcdl start VS Pro. TNS string VS Pro. Okay, I am not creating the listener again in the target. I am using this entries to the target server. I am copying it. Okay. The real time, we don't always create the listener by using netmgr. We copy these files scp star dot to 192.168.1.95 colon same location, I think, right? So we need to take this location. So once copied, go to the SRVR 95, open the listener. Here, whatever is the necessary things need to modify, you can modify. Okay. Instead of BS prod, I am putting BS test. Here also BS test, BS test. Here you need to change the IP address 95. Yes, escape, save. Same way, we need to create the TNS entry for BS test as well. Okay, you should not delete this. You have to copy and paste it. Here you have to change. Save it. The same thing you need to copy to the source TNS. Okay. This may be like little bit confused from your side. So while doing practical, you can understand. Save. Here and there, save. Okay. Whenever you do TNS ping here, BS prod it should work, as well as BS test also it should work. Here no listener, right? For the BS test, here you need to start the listener. So now do TNS ping. Okay, 10 milliseconds. The same way here also TNS ping, BS prod. Okay. BS test. Both should be working fine. Okay. So what are the steps we covered here? So this one, this one, this one, three, and also this one completed. Okay, we need to create the password. CD dollar Oracle home slash DBS. We already have the password file. We don't know the password of the password file. That's why I'm creating orapwd file is equal to orapw dollar Oracle underscore SID. Password is equals to welcome. Format is equal to force is equal to y. Same way, go to here, cd dollar Oracle home slash DBS. This step is done. Now start the target database in normal state. SQL plus slash SSDBA startup normal. As per the B file, we need to create one directory here. This is the directory. -p this startup normal. Then exit. Connect to the RMAN target as well as auxiliary and run the RMAN clone command. So you need to connect like this. RMAN target is equals to sys by password, which we given in the password file. What is the password we given here? So this is a welcome. Okay. Add bsprod. Bsprod is the source database name. Okay. Auxiliary is equal to sys by welcome at the rate bstest. Bstest is a clone environment. Okay. You need to connect like this. Here, the main advantage is we did not take any backup. We use network to perform the clone. Network is nothing but we are using listeners, we are using TNS, we are using password file to perform this clone. 95% people are using this cloning method. This is the command. Duplicate target database to BS test from active database. Whenever we get this error, what we have to do? We have to stop the database. Startup normal. And see whether it is using SP file or B file. So in the middle, the cloning is failed. Okay. We need to fix that. So parameter SPFL, it is using SPFL. Again, do about remove the SPFL. While performing the clone, it creates SPFL. Okay, we should delete it. If the clone is failed in the middle, this is one of the troubleshooting area you need to do. You should delete the SP file, otherwise your clone will keep on fails. We have to use the P file to perform the clone initially. Exit, same command, we need to give some other option. Okay. Yesterday we given no file name check, right? That option we have to give here. No file name check. You can see this is the syntax which we fixed. We'll see the result. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Okay, the cloning is complete. Okay, these are the two methods are very, very important. Any questions?
సార్ ఈ నెట్ సిఏ నెట్ ఎంసీఏ రెండు ఒకటేనా సార్?
There are two types of listeners. Okay. One is like static listener and dynamic listener. Static listener has fixed values. Okay, whatever we mentioned in the static listener only will be taken by listener. Okay, but coming to the dynamic listener, after starting the listener also we can set some dynamic values. Okay, so I usually prefer to use static listeners. Okay, because if we have only one database and one listener, the recommended is static listener. Okay, if we have like 10 databases, only one listener, then you have to use the dynamic listener. Whenever you configure a static listener, we use net mgr. Whenever you configure a dynamic listener, you have to use netc. Clear?
Yes, sir. అంటే ఇప్పుడు లిజనర్ రన్నింగ్ లో చేంజెస్ సార్ స్టాటిక్ లిజనర్ కి
What is the meaning of dynamic?
అంటే
Static parameter, dynamic parameter, right?
ఎస్ సార్
The same way. Suppose if you change anything in the static listener, you need to bounce, you need to reload the listener. But dynamic listener is not like that. If you change something in the database level, we have to set some parameters. Okay, you need to run alt system register command. Automatically, that particular service will be affected to the dynamic listener.
Listener reload, listener restart, both are different, right?
Both
If
are
the
different.
application is starting on that time, we have to give the reload, no problem for the application end.
Reload just will update the changes.
Yeah, there is no impact in the application, right?
There is no impact. Whatever the connections are already connected to the database,
Yes.
those won't be affected to the application. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever the new connections are coming, those connections will be affected.
In the reload, restart means all affected.
Restart also, like that time when you do restart is like we can do within 1 to 2 seconds, right? At
1 to
that
2 seconds, we
time,
don't know, right? How to listener, listener, it will stop, we have to give, right? After that, the listener, it will start means sometimes it will be take time means they have to disconnect the connections, right?
no, within like you know the command, right? Prepare
Yeah,
the
listener,
command.
it will start and stop.
Okay, so prepare the command, just paste it. Listener will be stopped very quick in real time. Servers are very fast, right?
Yes.
Let's take an example here. I am doing. Okay, lsnrctl stop bs prot.
Yes, start.
Let me prepare here
Start.
start. Okay, put it in notepad and copy it. Let's see how much time it will take. Stop start.
Okay. But sometimes, here it is showing status unknown and it is a service, no service is running like that.
That is
It
what.
means we need to register, alter database register.
That is the dynamic listener.
Okay.
The problem here is whenever you use dynamic listeners, we are getting that type of issue.
Okay. No service
Okay.
running.
Yeah, okay. So whenever you use static listeners, so it will work without any issue.
No, now we have to inform like listener.vara and tnsnames.vara, right?
Yeah,
Already completed, right?
yeah.
What about SQLnet.vara? No? You have to further discussions or
Yeah, skill network ద్వారా theoretically I will explain what is the importance of that.
okay.
Okay. There are some parameters. Those parameters
yes,
we need to discuss.
yes.
At the end of the course, I will open the course content. Okay. So whatever the content I mentioned here, I will try to explain. Okay. Suppose like in this content, so I mentioned this, let's assume.
Yes, yes.
Okay, if I forgot, I will cross verify everything, whatever the topics are pending, I will teach. Okay. Based on the course content only, I will follow.
Here configuration also it come this another this one.
Which configuration?
Data guard
It's
configuration.
there, right?
There.
Data
Yes, there.
guard, setup standby database, synchronization, active data guard, switch over and failover. Okay. Everything will be covered.
DB links,
DB link I usually don't cover. It's part of SQL.
SQL.
You have SQL like programming, right? Okay, in the
Okay.
SQL programming, it will be covered. And also
But the
DB
real-time client is asking to create DB link to create
create.
DB link.
Okay, that's fine. The thing is
Mhm.
like the topic is belongs to the SQL. Okay. The requirement comes like example, SQL programmer will ask us to create a database link with a particular syntax. Okay, they will provide everything actually. Okay.
Yes.
If we are familiar with that, okay, then we can do it. If we are not familiar, they usually share it. Lot many concepts will be there. 1300 pages book will be there. Okay. So we actually don't learn each and everything. Okay. Priority wise, we are going to learn.
Okay.
Any other questions, anyone? We have only 1 minute left.
Sir, cloning classes update చేయలేదు.